Good morning, I'm Phyllicia Bonanno and welcome to my deep stretch yoga to energize your body. This session is presented by Yogi. Today's practice is inspired by Yogi Mango Ginger tea. You'll warm your body through a series of poses that will empower you to take on your day with a centered, grounded energy. Let's begin. Coming to a comfortable seat on your mat, allow your eyes to close. Be present in this moment and set an intention for today's practice. Take a deep breath in, inhale, filling up as much as possible, and then exhale, release with an audible sigh. Inhale your arms up to the sky with your gaze. As you exhale, you're gonna cactus your arms, open up your chest. Inhale, reach your arms up to the sky. Cactus your arms, open up your chest. Inhale, both arms go up to the sky. Take your right hand, place it on your mat. You're gonna reach, extend your left hand up towards the sky. Stretching your side body, allowing it to feel long. Inhale, come back up through center. Place your left hand on your mat. Reach and extend your right hand up towards the sky. Inhale, up through center. Bring your hands behind you, interlocking your fingertips, and you're gonna pull your shoulder blades together, allowing your head to drop, opening up your chest. From here, you're gonna hinge forward, coming into a child's pose variation, allowing your shoulders to stretch. Inhale, rise up, allowing your fists to lead. And place your hands on your mat in front of you. Come into your tabletop position. Take a deep breath, lower your belly, allow your gaze to come up. Exhale, curl and round your back. Inhale. And exhale. Come back onto your seat. You can cross your legs. Planting your hands on your knees. As you inhale, this is just a seated cat-cow variation. You're gonna pull your chest forward. Then as you exhale, curl and round your spine. Inhale. And exhale, allowing your spine to be fluid. Moving with the breath. And exhale, release. Plant your hands on your mat. Bringing your hips up high for downward facing dog. From here, you can come high onto your tippy toes. You can bend your knees. And then allow your heels to come onto the mat. Come up onto the toes, bending your knees, then allow the heels to come onto the mat. And doing what feels good for you in this moment. You can also pedal out your dog. And gaze at the top of your mat, and you're gonna walk your feet to meet your hands. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold forward. Grabbing opposite elbows. Option to sway side to side. Allowing yourself to just hang. And then slowly release your hands. And allow yourself to come up to standing, with your head being the last thing to rise up, coming into your mountain pose. Feeling strong and grounded. Bring your hands in front of you, fold forward. Inhale, half lift. Plant your hands, walk or hop your feet to the back of your mat. Lower down all the way. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, hips rise for downward facing dog. Gaze at the top of your mat. Walk or hop your feet to meet your hands. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, rise all the way up, coming to standing. Roll your shoulders back. Roll them forward. And then extend your hands in front of you, fold forward. Inhale, half lift. Plant your hands, walk or hop your feet to the back of your mat. Lower down halfway. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, hips rise, downward facing dog. Gaze at the top of your mat. Bring your right knee to your nose. Plant that foot in between your hands. Pivot down the back heel. Rise up for warrior one. Plant your hands. Release that foot back. Lower down halfway. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, hips rise for downward facing dog. Bring your left knee to your nose. Plant that foot in between your hands. Pivot the back heel down. Rise up for warrior one. Release both hands down to your mat. Lower down halfway. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, hips rise for downward facing dog. Inhale, you're gonna reach your right leg up to the sky. Bring your knee to your nose. Plant that foot in between your hands. Stay on the balls of your back foot. Rise up for your high lunge. Add in a high lunge twist. You're gonna take your right hand, bring it to your back side. Twisting. Come back up through center. And then from here, you're gonna pivot, bringing that back heel onto your mat, bringing your hands to heart center, and you're gonna lunge over to your right foot, bringing your left heel up off of the ground. Go over to the left side. You can also plant your hands down on the mat for grounding. And back over to the right. And then rise up. From here, you're gonna sit into your goddess squat. Taking a moment to sit just a little bit deeper and a little bit deeper. And then rise up, opening up to a star, allowing your chest to open up to the sky. Pivot your feet to face the front of your mat. And you're gonna fold forward over that front leg for pyramid pose. Inhale, half lift, plant your hands, release the left foot to the back of the mat, lower down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, hips rise for downward facing dog. Inhale, reach your left leg up to the sky. Bring your knee to your nose. Plant that foot in between your hands. Stay on the balls of the back foot. Rise up for your lunge. From here, you're gonna take your left hand, swing it behind you for your twist. Come back up through center, bringing your hands to your heart. You're gonna pivot your back heel down onto your mat, and you're gonna come into your low lunge, side lunge on your left side. And then you're gonna inhale, allowing yourself to sit into the pose. And then you're gonna swing over to the opposite side. Again, you can use your hands to guide you on your mat. And then come back to this side. Slowly come up to standing, coming into your goddess pose, bending your knees, sitting a little bit deeper and a little bit deeper. And then rise up, opening up to your star. And then from here, You're gonna pivot facing your right toes, folding over your right leg for your pyramid pose. And then inhale, lift up. You're gonna plant your hands, release that foot back, lower down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, hips rise for downward facing dog. Gaze at the top of your mat, walk or hop your feet to meet your hands. Inhale, rise all the way up, come to standing. Bring your hands to heart center, take a deep breath in, and then exhale, release. Exhale, fold forward, planting your hands on your mat. Hop or walk your feet to meet the back, lower down halfway. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, hips rise for downward facing dog. Reach your right leg up to the sky, bring your knee to your nose, plant that foot in between your hands. Rise up for your high lunge. Taking your right hand behind you, your high lunge twist. Come back up through center. Bringing your hands to your heart. You're gonna pivot the back heel down, coming into your side lunge. Moving over to the opposite side, and back over to the right side. Come to standing for your goddess pose. Inhale, come up to your star pose. And then from here, you're gonna bring your hands to your hips. Take a deep breath in to lengthen, and exhale, fold forward. You can bring your hands in between your feet. Inhale, half lift. Bring your hands to your hips and rise up all the way. Pivot to face your left leg and fold over for your pyramid pose. Inhale, half lift, plant your hands, release that foot to the back of your mat, lower down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, hips rise for downward facing dog. Bring your left leg up to the sky, knee to nose, plant that foot in between your hands, stay on the balls of the back feet, rise up for your high lunge. Bring your left hand behind you for your twist. Come back up to your high lunge, bringing your hands to heart center. Pivot the back heel down, coming into your side lunge. Going over to the right side, and back over to the left. Rise up, coming into your goddess pose, sitting deeply. And then rise up, coming into that star shape. Here you can interlock your fingertips behind you. Take a deep breath, inhaling to lengthen. Then as you exhale, you're gonna fold forward, leading with your fist. Inhale, slowly rise up. And you're gonna fold forward, pivoting over your right leg for the pyramid pose. And then inhale, half lift, plant your hands, release that foot to the back of your mat, lower down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, hips rise for downward facing dog. Gaze at the top of your mat, walk or hop your feet to meet your hands, and you can come to a seat. coming into our boat pose. You're gonna extend your legs, bending your knees, and extend your arms. Let's stay here for 5 breaths. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're gonna do this 3 times. You can cross your legs, give yourself a little bit of a lift, and then come back into that boat pose. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Crossing the legs for a lift and back into the boat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Extend your legs onto your mat. Slowly lower down. Bring your feet up to the sky, and we'll do a few toe taps. You can flex your toes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then slowly lower your legs down to the mat, inch by inch with control. Bring your knees into your chest, rock and roll yourself up to a seat. Extend your legs in front of you. You're gonna extend your arms up to the sky and then exhale, fold forward wherever that brings you. Allowing gravity to take hold of you. If you're able to grab your legs, ankles, feet, whatever feels good to you in this moment. Take a deep breath in and then exhale, fold a little bit deeper. Slowly rise up. Release your hands behind you about 6 to 8 inches. We're gonna come into our reverse plank. Take a deep breath, inhale, allow your hips to rise up to the sky. You can release your head back, allowing it to just hang, then exhale, lower down. Extend your arms in front of you, lower down to your mat, 1 vertebrae at a time. Pulling both knees into your chest, giving yourself a hug. Then coming into our happy baby, grabbing our feet from the outside. Option to sway side to side. And then pull your knees back into your chest and release them onto your mat, extending them as wide as the mat, allowing your hands to just relax and close your eyes. And taking a moment to reflect on the practice. Also taking a moment to reflect on your intention. Take a deep breath in, filling up completely, and then exhale, release, let it go. Bring your knees into your chest, giving yourself a big hug. And then rock and roll yourself up to a comfortable seat. I hope you enjoyed today's practice, and I thank you all for sharing this space with me. The light and love within me honors and recognizes the light and love within all of you. Thank you. Thank you so much for starting your day with this energizing practice inspired by Yogi Mango Ginger tea. As you continue on, I hope you bring this same sense of grounded, centered energy into each of your day's activities. I'll see you next time. Namaste.